what's coming up for us spiritually in this eclipse happening this weekend, which is a lunar eclipse on the Taurus and Scorpio axis. Now, Taurus is very much about what's mine, the things that I value, my money, my earnings. And Scorpio is about the things we value, the things we share. Taurus is all about personal pleasures, wine, food, beautiful fabric, nature and art. Scorpio is more about the intense shared pleasure of and sensuality of two people, shall we say. So this is a sort of a monetary eclipse, but it's also about the things that we value, the things that we share that we value, and the things of our own that we value. And one of the themes that I've got coming up here in terms of our growth is a misalignment that needs to be adjusted between just misaligned values. So there's going to be a couple of rude awakenings in this eclipse for some people. Take it only if it resonates. Obviously this is a group reading, it won't be for everyone, but there will be a lot of clarity that comes up about who's in your life, who's on your team, and who is not on your team. You will find that you have to write a metaphorical Dear John letter to one or more people in your circle of friends. You've got a good crew around you, but there are people that you're going to have to get rid of, and they're stifling your abundance. Any misaligned values are stifling your abundance. So we've got the Dear John card and we've got the Ruthless card. You are going to have to take some tough decisions about whether someone really does fit in your life or not, or whether a situation fits in your life or not, or whether you are not being true to your own values and you have to change course. The Tower card came out twice, which does mean structures that are going to be threatened, they're going to be rocked by sudden change, and it is going to make you realign, or you might be the one actually initiating these towers for people around you, or in circumstances that are around you where you are bringing yourself into alignment and other things have to subside. You are being depleted. Your abundance here with the grapes, you are being stifled. So the moon card that came out for this full moon was actually the Pisces full moon, which is balance, spirituality and practicality. So that's very much about bringing into alignment your spiritual purpose with how you are living. And it is time to make changes. And you might find that there are some spiritual gifts that come to you. This is the unknown gift card. This is something that is actually inside you, but has not yet been kind of discovered in its entirety or released. A lot of people are experiencing heightened intuition. I nearly said nutrition. Intuition at this time. Maybe you're experiencing heightened nutrition as well. Taurus is very much sort of about quality as well. Taurians love food and beverage. So maybe that nutrition's getting a bit of a rack up too. So the focus is very much on who's on your team. We had team sports and we had the crew card, the rowing crew. Who's with you? And so, yeah, that is a major theme. So I'll just run through this quick tarot spread here for this situation. The first card was misaligned values. Possibly, now this spread sort of speaks to me about your journey from a king or queen to an empress or an emperor. It's your spiritual growth. Well, that was a question I asked. It could be interpreted about a partnership, but I'm choosing to interpret it this time about your alignment within yourself. So you're starting off, whether you're male or female, or however you identify, as the King of Swords. Now this is obviously a masculine energy of action, and the Swords is very much about logic, cold, hard logic, planning, facts. There's no room for romance there. And what is for or against that sort of status or situation within yourself is the Queen of Wands. Now, this is a more feminine energy. It's more intuitive. It is action and passion. So it's sort of asking you to step out of your logical masculine self, however you identify, and you're being challenged to be a little bit more to your feminine side And instead of being living up all in your head, is to actually act with a bit of passion. Take action. Don't be stifled by the thoughts of what shall I do? Will it work out? Won't it work out? It's more about following your heart in a way, and not in romance, but what turns you on in life, what gives you joy, what fulfills you the most. I'm stuttering. And that was clarified by the Ace of Wands in reverse, needing an outlet. I don't know why I'm holding these up. You cannot see them. I know that. Ace of Wands in reverse. So it is a very stifled energy. It's the creativity wants to come out, the passion wants to come out, and it just can't. And this is the journey that you're on, thanks to this eclipse, with situations, things, or just internal shifts in you, people, places, things falling away, or you shifting internally and realigning yourself. So the near future, we got the Queen of Swords, funnily enough, and so that's the counterpart to the King of Swords that came out first. So you're shifting, that says to me you're shifting from a more masculine perspective, still all in the mind, to the more feminine perspective of being smart and knowing who and what to cut out of your life, but with a more feminine approach, which no matter how you identify, this is kind of the journey that we seem to be on, is all of us getting more in touch with our feminine side. The earth is a very masculine place at the moment, the patriarchy, and anyone who's got an office job or a very high powered job, I mean just a busy job, usually you have to be quite masculine in those areas. So look, I think the shift is moving back towards integration of masculine and feminine. The Tower card jumped out alongside that, two at once, so I took them both for the near future. So that means something is going to change, that is going to maybe shock you into finding your feminine side. Something might hurt. And we got the Ace of Cups in reverse, rejection, a breakup. Says here a time for reflection, but there may be a sudden shift that puts you more in your feelings and out of your logic, which is not a comfortable place, potentially, for some people. Go to part 2.